Hello everybody, this is Travis and welcome back to Coffee, Computers, and More. British beans and toast. British beans and toast. You guys love the video. I got some awesome feedback from everybody about that video when I showed it off. There were a lot of comments that I heard from people on that video. I was asking for some suggestions or ideas for what you do when you guys serve beans and toast in the UK. And I've got three. The bulk of the comments kind of fall into one of three suggestions. The first one was everybody said you need to butter your bread. We're going to do that this time. The second time they said you've got to add some HP sauce to it. I had no idea what HP sauce was, but the good news is Chippy's, my local British food store, has HP sauce in stock, so we got some of that. I've even got the barbecue variety, which we won't try in this test, but we're going to try that on some other stuff later on. And the other suggestion was grate some cheese. Put some cheese on it either when you're heating it up on the hob or put it on top right before you serve it. So today on Coffee, Computers, and More, we're going to do a 4-variety beans and toast taste test. We're going to definitely maximize your viewing time. So we're going to do beans and toast with buttered bread, beans and toast with buttered bread and HP sauce, beans and toast with cheese, and beans and toast with cheese and HP sauce. Now, I'm sure some people mix the cheese in with the beans while they're simmering. Other people simply add it. Do you guys add the HP sauce before you serve it? Do you heat it up on the hob with the HP sauce in it? I was kind of curious how you do that. So I'm just gonna pour it on the top when everything's nice and hot, maybe mix it around a little bit, and we're just gonna go ahead and give it a try. Now, bread, I had to be there was a lot of bread suggestions too that you guys put out there. So I did what most Americans do. I went to my local Walmart where I discovered English toasting sandwich bread, which is actually made in the Walmart bakery. Sorry about the horrible British accent there. I was a thespian one time. But anyway, we've got a proper English bread or English style bread that we're going to make with the beans and toast. So let's go ahead and get everything heated up and we're just gonna go right into it. I'll put a link to my part 1 video. You guys can check that out later if you want to. One of the comments that I made about the Heinz beans was that the flavor, I always say tomatoey. So what I mean is there's kind of a tomato juice essence or just hearty tomato flavor with these beans that we don't really notice here at the beans in the United States. Here in the US, we tend to put a lot of like barbecue sauce and brown sugar, maple, and sugar just in our beans in general. You can get regular just camping style beans that don't have all that stuff either. But we really do sweeten up our beans quite a bit, and this is not like that. And they're also not quite as salty too, which I do appreciate. So let's go ahead and try an American Taste Heinz Beans, Part 2. Quick little thing here, I'm using Kerrygold Pure Irish Butter. That's gonna go on all 4 slices of the toast. And then also, real quick, I just wanna try the HP sauce just by itself. So what it looks like and what the ingredients seem similar to is what we call here in the US Heinz 57 sauce or A1 steak sauce, and I'm sure you guys probably have that in the UK or there's fans of it. The cashier at Chippy's said that it's an insult to compare HP sauce to Heinz 57 or A1, so I'm gonna try this and just see how it is by itself. I'm really curious. I am a fan of many different kinds of foods. I'm not a picky eater, so let's just take a little dab of this and see how it is. Oh, wow. Man, I can't even, that is its own thing. So the 57 sauce is a lot more tangy. This is a lot more complex, a lot deep, almost more like a molasses, a little bit more bitter on the back end. Really, really good. Oh no, this would make a fantastic like barbecue sauce, steak sauce. Yeah, okay. HP sauce, you guys definitely have an edge over 57 sauce and A1. All right, let's get those beans cooked up and we'll be right back. Okay, so it looks a little bit messy, but here's what we got. We've got the beans and toast with buttered bread. We've got the beans and toast with buttered bread and HP sauce. We've got the beans and toast with cheese, buttered bread, and then beans and toast, buttered bread with cheese and HP sauce. So let's start off with the basics, the beans and toast with buttered bread. I just cut these into 4 smaller pieces, but I'm planning on eating all this. All right, here we go. So what you get with that buttered bread, if you use a good butter, just that kind of creamy richness on the back end, and also the bread's not quite as dry when you add the butter to it, obviously. Really adds a lot of depth and character to the beans and toast itself. And I love buttered toast anyway, so I mean that's part of it. All right, now let's go ahead and try the HP sauce with the beans and the buttered toast. Okay, so I looked at the ingredients and I figured it out. But what I like about the HP sauce is you've got that vinegar and molasses. That's it right there. And I'm a huge fan of like malt vinegar. On seafood and fish and stuff like that. So yeah, that definitely adds a lot more depth to it. Adds some tanginess to it that it normally doesn't have. Very good. All right, now this is just mild cheddar cheese on the bread with butter, no HP sauce. Let's just get in there and make a mess. All right, here we go. I mean, it's really hearty. It's good. It's kind of like a grilled cheese is kind of what it reminds me of. Okay, that's good. I'm kind of curious though, do you guys mix your cheese in when you're heating it up? Or do you just put it on top like I did, or does it really matter? Also, I'm kind of curious, do you do the butter toast with all these toppings too? Just let me know. And again, the feedback I get from you guys is awesome. All right, that's good, that's good. It's just, there's a lot going on there. It's very rich, it's very, creamy because of the cheese. The butter's there also. All right, and finally, the buttered bread with HP sauce, cheese, and beans. All right, let's try it. Oh, okay, that is my favorite. That is awesome. I'm kind of a fan of tamarind flavored stuff anyway. Tangy, creamy, richness, just simple food, yet it has so much flavor to it. It's crazy I haven't discovered this until this point in my life. Again, love the buttered bread. Yeah. Okay, so again, part 2. You guys are awesome. Definitely butter the bread if you're gonna do it, even if you're just gonna do the beans on top. I don't think you can go wrong. Get some HP sauce if you can find it. If not, I'm sure you can buy it off of Amazon or eBay or something like that. And with the cheese, very, very good. It almost feels like it needs something more, like some kind of meat or something with it. I don't know what it is, but I do like it. But that by far is my favorite one. So this is Travis, and thank you for watching my take on the HP sauce, Heinz beans, Kerrygold buttered bread, beans on toast, part 2 video. I've also got a video I'll link at the end of this one, like I said, part 1. And I also did a Heinz spaghetti test, which will be, spaghetti taste test, which will be showing up on the channel too. So I'll make sure you guys get a link to that also. I love testing out these products. Some of the British food is really, really good. I just want to let you guys know in America, like we don't really know much about British food just in general. You don't really hear much about it, like what some of the popular dishes are in the UK. Italian's very popular here. A lot of Asian foods are popular here. But when it comes to British food, you just don't really, we don't really have any British restaurants or anything like that, or Irish restaurants either. So anyway, just thought I'd let you guys know. Chime in, let me know what you guys think about what I did today, and we will talk to you soon. Thanks for watching. Okay, bye-bye.